You know those moments when everything inside you whispers that something is coming, but you don't know exactly what? Well, this is one of those moments. There's a stillness in the air right now, almost like the universe is holding its breath. And your angels are gently leaning in to tell you, prepare your heart. Because someone is finally about to speak a truth they've kept in silence for far too long. This person, they've carried something deep, almost sacred within them. Feelings that refuse to fade no matter how much they tried to suppress them. They watched you from a distance, read between your words, and saw in you something more than just affection. They saw refuge. For a long time, they convinced themselves it was better to stay quiet. Life, after all, doesn't create space for the kind of love that shakes you to your core. But what's been happening inside them lately? That can't be ignored anymore. The path is clear now. The fear that once clouded their heart is giving way to clarity. It's as if a fog has lifted, and all they see is you. Your essence. Your light. The way you smiled at them even when you didn't know they were looking. The way your words had a strange way of echoing exactly what they needed to hear. The way just your presence made them question every wall they ever built. Yes, they're coming. And they're not just coming with empty gestures. They're coming with words. Words that heal. Words that explain the silence. Words that reveal what you've sensed all along. This person has reached a point of no return. Holding this inside has become too heavy. Pretending nothing is there? That charade is falling apart. What they want to tell you is not something they planned. It's something their soul has been begging them to say. And when they speak, it won't be logical. It won't be tidy. It will be raw, beautiful, full of trembling vulnerability. Because, dear soul, you've accomplished something that most never achieve. You've awakened someone's truth. You stirred a love that had been buried beneath fear, old stories, and disappointments that never had your name attached. And now, it's undeniable. Even they know it. The person who once kept their distance now finds themselves planning moments in their mind. Moments where they finally say, "It was always you." They remember every detail. How your laughter made the air feel lighter. How your strength reminded them of who they used to be before life hardened them. How you didn't need to try. Just by being who you are, you became the turning point they didn't even know they needed. And so they're on their way, not with fireworks, but with something far more powerful, honesty. When that moment arrives, and it will, allow yourself to feel every bit of it. Because what they are coming to share might just be what your heart has been silently hoping for. But here's the truth angels want you to remember. This isn't just about them. This is about you. You are the reason this awakening is even happening. Your energy, your kindness, your refusal to dim your light, it changed something in them. And right now, while they gather the courage to speak, your angels are preparing you to receive. To receive more than answers. To receive love. Love that isn't perfect, but real. And now, before we continue, take a moment. Breathe. And if this message touches something deep inside you, whisper to the universe, "I'm ready." Because that soft whisper, it signals your alignment. It tells the divine, you're open, you're awake, you're willing. And from that space of surrender, miracles begin. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that what's between you and this person defies logic? That no matter the time or distance, there's always a quiet pull bringing you back into each other's awareness? That's not imagination. That's the sacred echo of souls who agreed, long before this life, to meet again. To remember love. To choose love. And even though the journey may have been filled with doubt, pauses, and painful detours, the arrival is still happening. You're here. And so are they. And soon, they will finally say it. Everything that's been left unsaid. Every hidden feeling. Every silent hope. Every late night thought they were too afraid to express. It's coming. And when it does, don't be surprised if you feel tears welling up, not from sadness, but from a sense of recognition. Like your heart whispering back, I always knew. And now, something very special. This message was brought to you not by chance, but by divine alignment. So if you're still reading, it means you were meant to see this, meant to feel it, and meant to act. So from one soul to another. If this stirred something in you, if it felt like truth flowing through your body like warm light, don't keep it to yourself. This is the moment to say yes. Say yes to your inner knowing. Yes to love. Yes to the path that is unfolding before you. And now, if you feel the truth of this in your heart, write in the comments, I'm ready to receive what's mine. Not just to affirm it, but to claim it. Because love is not something you just hope for. It's something you welcome. And today, the universe has just unlocked something sacred for you. Are you ready to let it in? There's something else your angels want you to hear. Something gentle, but urgent. You see, while this person is coming closer with truth in their hands, you're standing at a turning point. And the decision isn't just about whether you'll accept what they reveal. It's about what you believe you deserve. Because this moment, this long-awaited moment of heart meeting heart, won't mean anything if deep down you're still doubting your worth. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that part of you that still questions whether love this deep could truly be meant for you. Whether someone could really see all your scars and still choose to stay. Your angels are surrounding you with light right now, urging you to breathe through that doubt. To breathe through the old narratives that taught you love had to be earned, proven, or chased. None of that is true. You are not here to convince anyone to love you. You are here to receive. You are here to remember. You are here to be loved, fully, completely, without condition. And that is exactly what this new season of your life is bringing in. This isn't about fairy tales. It's about alignment. And right now, you and this person, you're aligning. Through your growth. Through their awakening. Through every tear you've cried in silence. Through every step they've taken toward clarity. It's all been building toward this. So if the timing felt off before, trust me, it wasn't rejection. It was preparation. They needed to lose themselves to realize who truly mattered. They had to sit in the quiet of their confusion to finally hear the call of their soul. And it kept whispering your name. Your energy never left them. In every chapter, every relationship, every moment of uncertainty, something about you echoed in their heart. Not because you begged. Not because you chased. But because your essence left an imprint. A spiritual fingerprint that couldn't be erased. And that is why they're finally coming. With trembling hands and hopeful eyes. With a voice that may crack but carries honesty. With a heart that's been broken, but still beats for you. And you, dear soul, you're ready. You've walked through fire and emerged with light in your hands. You've waited, not passively, but faithfully. You've grown into someone who no longer settles for half-hearted love. And because of that, this moment will feel different. It won't be perfect, but it will be real. And that's all your soul ever asked for. So when they speak, listen. Not just to their words, but to the fear behind them. To the hope they're too shy to express. To the apology they won't know how to give. Hear all of it. And then, choose. Because, yes, they're coming to finally tell you something important. But the next step? That's yours. Do you let them in? Do you let love finally take root where it has always belonged? Your angels say, you already know the answer. It's the one you've been whispering in your prayers. The one hidden in your dreams. The one that echoes louder every time you remember your worth. Say it now, softly. I am ready. Because the moment is near. They are on the brink of saying everything. The truth they've carried like a secret burden is about to be shared. And it won't just free them. It will free you. And now, let's take this to the next level. If your soul resonates with the truth of this message, your angels invite you to take one simple, beautiful step. Subscribe. Not just to this channel, but to your own heart. Subscribe to the voice within you that says, I want more love. I want deeper connection. I'm ready for miracles. Let this space be your safe haven, a sacred portal for divine messages, confirmations, and timely reminders that love is real, and it's reaching for you. Click that button, because from this moment on, you are not walking alone. You are walking with the divine, with truth, with the echo of a love that's about to rise to the surface and change everything. And soon, very soon, they'll finally say it. And you'll realize, the wait was never in vain. And there's more. Because even though this person is about to speak, and the angels are opening this beautiful space for love to unfold, your journey doesn't end there. This isn't just about receiving a confession. It's about how you allow yourself to respond. And more importantly, how you carry yourself afterward. Your angels want you to know something very specific. This is not about being chosen. It's about remembering you were never meant to wait for permission to feel worthy. You already are. That love they're finally coming to declare? It's real. But don't forget, it was always there. Long before they admitted it. Long before you saw the signs. Long before they could even understand it themselves. That's the miracle of divine love. It doesn't need external validation to be true. It was written in the frequency of your soul. So when they arrive, don't be surprised if it all feels strangely familiar. Because it is. This love is a home you've known in dreams. A language your heart already speaks. A melody that's been playing in the background of your life, waiting for this moment to turn up the volume. They will speak. And in that moment, something sacred will happen. Time will slow. The air will feel charged, like the universe is leaning in. And as their truth spills from lips once afraid to speak, you will recognize it. You will remember. You will realize that none of this was random. None of it was accidental. Even the pain, even the waiting, had purpose. Because it shaped you. It sharpened your discernment. It taught you how to sit in discomfort without shutting your heart. It prepared you for a love that would arrive not in perfection, but in presence. Raw, honest, sacred. So what happens next? After the confession? After the trembling truth and teary eyes and the awkward tender pause? That's when the real magic begins. Because what's coming isn't just a declaration. It's a doorway, a threshold. And only two open hearts can walk through it. That's what this moment is about. Not proving anything. Not fixing anything. But choosing, together, to walk in truth. To build something sacred, one honest conversation at a time. Your angels say, get ready. Not just to be loved, but to be understood. To be seen. To be held in a way that doesn't just comfort you, but activates you. Love like this is not a finish line. It's a beginning. So get your heart ready. Not just for the words, but for what those words unlock. And if you've ever needed a sign that it's safe to hope again, this is it. This message. These words. This divine timing. It's your confirmation. The path is clear. And they're on it. Headed your way. Not to save you, but to meet you, heart to heart. To walk with you. To co-create with you. To build a love rooted not in fantasy, but in faith. And if you've made it this far, then your angels want to say one more thing. You are ready. Even if you still have fears. Even if you still carry scars. Even if your hands shake when you think about love coming close again. You are ready. Because readiness doesn't mean perfection. It means willingness. And you, beautiful soul, have shown again and again that you are willing to heal. Willing to grow. Willing to receive. So now, let it come. Let them speak. Let love enter. The path is clear. And they're on their way. And now, beautiful soul, as we approach the final chords of this sacred message, there's one last layer the angels are gently lifting. They want to talk to the version of you that doubted this would ever come. The version that cried quietly at night, wondering if maybe you were asking for too much. If maybe you had misread the signs. If maybe, just maybe, this kind of love wasn't meant for you after all. But look where you are now. Standing on the threshold of a moment that once felt impossible. A confession that's been years in the making. A heart awakening that started with your courage to love, even when it wasn't safe. Your angels are asking you to look back, not with regret, but with reverence. Every lonely day. Every unanswered prayer. Every goodbye that shattered you just enough to let the light in. It wasn't in vain. It was all preparation. Because you had to become the kind of person who could hold this kind of love. A love that's not here to fix you, but to meet you. Not to complete you, but to honor the wholeness you already are. You've done your part. You've shown up, again and again, with an open heart. You've dared to believe in magic, even when life tried to convince you it didn't exist. And now, the universe is responding. This person, the one whose silence used to echo in your soul, is coming. And they won't come with all the answers. But they'll come with truth. With softness in their voice. With eyes that finally see what was in front of them all along. They'll tell you things you've longed to hear, but didn't expect to ever receive. And when they do, your job won't be to make sense of it. Your job is simply to feel it. To let it wash over you like warm rain. To let it land. And if it feels right, to let it stay. Because, dear soul, this is what alignment looks like. Not perfect timing. Not flawless delivery. But truth, showing up bravely. And your only task is to meet it with the same courage. Let yourself be vulnerable. Let yourself be real. You don't have to pretend you're unaffected. You don't have to wear strength like armor anymore. This love, this moment, it's not here to test you. It's here to free you. To melt the last pieces of doubt. To wrap your heart in the warmth of finally being chosen, not because you chased, but because you stayed true. And now that we've reached this point together, your angels ask you something sacred. Let this message anchor in your heart. Not as a prediction, but as a remembrance. A soul-level knowing that you are on the cusp of something holy. This isn't just someone telling you how they feel. It's the universe showing you what happens when faith meets divine timing. So today, let's end like this. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your heart. Feel that quiet, steady thump. It's not just pumping blood. It's calling in truth. Calling in love. Calling in them. Because now, the path is clear. And they're coming. Not with empty promises, but with presence. Not with perfection, but with intention. And when they stand before you, the words you've waited for will finally be spoken. And the love you've always known was possible? It will begin. Welcome it. Receive it. And remember, you are always worthy of this.